Hi, this is Jackie,
This is Diana.
and you're listening to Home Bodies Only, where we welcome all bodies to join us in breaking down HBO series. And today we are talking about The Sex Lives of College Girls, Episode 6, Parents Weekend.
My favorite
Favorite.
so far.
Favorite so far. They just keep getting better and better. I think this is going to be, go down in the books as a classic. It's
Yes.
excellent.
Love this episode.
It's so good. Okay. They're at their floor meeting,
Yes.
first scene, and Whitney walks in sweats, but like frumpy sweats. Normally she's more styling, and Bella says, "Wow, you look like SHIT." And she's like, "Oh, thanks." And she's like, "No, but you look like a celebrity taking out the trash." Then the faff, the friend, and God, now I forgot
Whatever.
what that
The
stands
RA
for.
that's got a different
Yeah,
title.
the RA, but he's called the faff. He mentions, it's Parents Weekend, and he says that his juggling group will be performing,
Yes.
and then Jocelyn asks Whitney if she could do a TikTok with her mom.
Yes.
And, Whitney's like, oh my God. She's like, we would do Chex Mix. I don't know, something. She's like, she can't talk about any other crunchy snacks or something. But, I guess the point of that was that Whitney's like, my dad's really cool too. He's a well-known musician in the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, I guess that would be cool if your mom wasn't a senator.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Pretty much. Like, sorry.
yeah. So then Bella brings up the topic, she'd like to discuss any lies to corroborate. And everyone's like, yes, totally into that. Whitney's like, this is finally a reason to have a meeting. And the faff's like, gives her a dirty look or something. So Bella says, I'm a neuroscience major. My parents think I'm a neuroscience major, and I wash my sheets. So that's gross.
So she's
Leighton-
saying she doesn't wash them?
Yeah.
There's no sheet day.
I know.
I have a weekly sheet day over here.
Yeah.
Even in college, man.
Yeah,
there's sheet
me
day.
too. That's so gross.
Girl,
I don't know.
come on.
I don't know.
But not surprised with Bella's character.
No, kind of not surprised. Leighton says she's been telling her father that the textbooks come from Net-a-Porter. Net-a-Porter, I think it's pronounced right, Net-a-Porter. They're like, smart, yeah. Kimberly says that she tells her parents she goes to church every weekend. She's made up a priest named Father Steve, and he's guiding her on her faith journey. Whitney says she joined Young Republicans just to mess with her mother, but she really didn't.
Yeah.
Travis stands up. My parents cannot know I'm gay, and he's wearing a shirt that's like pink and sparkly and it says twink on it, which I
They'll have
actually
no
was reading,
clue. Yeah.
skimming blogs, and they were like, oh, they were kind of like, oh, so almost like cliche, but I was like, I think I don't know. I'm fine with it. It's funny.
Again,
Yeah.
it's a show, right? They have to have these little,
come on.
it's all good.
Yeah. So then Jocelyn had a lot. She was like, I have a fake ID business. No one can know about that, but my fans only. And then the faff gets uncomfortable and he leaves the room.
Yeah. Too much information for him to digest at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they start the music. I don't write anything down. I don't know the names of these songs, but every single one is fantastic. It's just great.
Jamming every time.
Yeah. Very cool. Then we see the Katherine Johnson House, which is the Black Affinity Housing Community. And Senator Chase is speaking about Barack. She's talking to somebody, and she makes some kind of glass ceiling joke. I don't know if you're going to have a glass ceiling. I don't know. It was supposed to be like the tail end of a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kimberly is wearing an African dress, and she has a headband. I wrote it down. She has this headband on, this necklace, total tribal theme. And I think Whitney's like, are you wearing, are you wearing an African dress? She's like, I wanted to show some respect. She's like, you look like a Nigerian prom queen.
Yeah, it was a little much.
Yeah. And then Kimberly asks Whitney, how fancy is this dinner place? Because one review said 3 out of 4 dollar signs. The other said 4 out of 4. And I don't know. Whitney's like, I don't know. I guess the name of the dress that Kimberly's wearing is a dashiki. FYI. because, well, actually her mom, Whitney's mom comes over and she's like, is she wearing a dashiki? She's like, yeah, totally. Well, so where did she get the money to buy that? Like, because I hate to sound ridiculous, but like she has no money. She couldn't buy the cute black dress, but then she goes and buys the dashiki and the jewelry. And
yeah, you wonder, because even as we go into this episode, we, some things happen.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, well, how did you get the dress then?
I know. I mean, I guess that's not, they're just trying to be funny. Whatever. Yeah. Okay. So then Whitney asks her mom if she can talk to her about something personal. So I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I assume it's about, maybe she's going to tell her about Dalton. I don't know. And she's like, oh, on Sunday between 3:30 and 4:30. Like she's like trying to schedule a time with her. She's like, I have a ribbon cutting. Oh, what was the ribbon cutting for? Oh, did you write that down?
No, I didn't write it in my notes.
It was. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Sorry. I forgot to write it down.
Yes, but I was laughing. It's probably because I was laughing so hard.
Kind of funny. Yes, it was funny. Then she's like, you know what? I'll just see you at the restaurant. She's like, oh, thanks for being so flexible, to her daughter. All right, then we're at Leighton's family photo shoot.
Oh, stop
And they're all wearing the cable knit, right? Cable knit sweaters.
I mean, super New England.
I think even more than anyone would really ever do. But
yeah,
like it's a show. It was over the top. They had ease on their sweaters. The dad bought the foliage.
I'm sorry.
It's prime foliage.
The leaves.
Yeah.
What did he say about them?
And he's like, I didn't write it down, but there's prime. He bought them.
Yes.
Because they're prime foliage. I mean, clearly they're all on the tree. And they're real. It's not like you bought fake leaves. That's what he said. The funniest thing is that they're throwing the leaves, like 1, 2, 3. They throw the leaves and they're jumping.
Yeah.
There's a student loan protest going on behind them. He's like, well, what did he say? We'll Photoshop them out or something. I don't know. Alicia walks by and is like, oh my, like, holy, you know what? And Leighton sees her and does smile, but and then throws the leaves and jumps. And the dad's like, yes, perfect New England family. So, like, you're seeing.
Here we go.
I mean, it's funny, but you also see the pressure.
Yes.
That apparently Leighton.
I was pumped to meet the mom in this whole dynamic of a family, by the way. And oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Just hold on to your chair.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I went to slap her halfway through. Sorry.
Oh my God. I know. Then we see Bella goes to biochemistry class with her parents. And she's like, it's only twice. I think it's twice a week. She's like, it's only twice a week. I wish it was 3, like really hamming it up. And the
I love her
professor.
Parents.
Yeah. And the professor makes a joke and says, where am I here? Oh, he's like, it's good to see the parental elements that combine to make the whatever, typical, elements to make the children. Very funny. And her dad's like, like laughs, louder than anybody in the lecture hall. That's fun.
Oh, man.
Cute. Now, meanwhile, okay. I actually thought she was taking that class for some reason.
For some reason, I did. And then I figured out, like, oh my gosh, she doesn't even she just crashed this class.
Yeah, she crashed.
For her parents. But at first hot second, I was like, oh, she just
I thought
threw
she was
this
actually
into
taking
her
it.
schedule so that she could.
Because my dad would have known what classes I was taking. And I didn't go to any expensive school, but he would have.
Yeah, but don't
he
they
would have
like
made sure to know.
Schedules and
I know, I'm a little surprised. I don't know.
And now it's all on like a portal probably that parents like have an app on their phone. But
I would think. I don't know.
Well, they're busy.
Okay. Yeah. They trust her. Now they're at so Leighton's family walks into the restaurant. Excuse me, I have to clear my throat.
That's okay.
Oh, it's terrible. And Leighton says to her dad, don't be a DICK to Whitney's mom. And he's like, don't worry, I won't be. But like, he clearly has some political issues with her.
Yes.
Leighton's mom is looking around. She's like, you sure this is the nicest restaurant? She's like, sorry, it's not the Polo Lounge. Yeah. And then Nico's like, Mom, chill. Leighton, you picked a great place. And Mom says, oh, I love how unpretentious you are. And she touches his arm.
I'm sorry. Like immediately.
You've gotten so built. I heard you. So what's weird is, thankfully, she didn't over deliver that line.
Yeah.
Like, she wasn't like, like that. But it was weird. And She's like, I hardly recognize you. And Leighton says, oh, there's like a motorcycle gearing up outside my house.
Oh, that's helpful.
I don't know. It's not my husband.
A surprise.
It's not Dave. Leighton, she says it still doesn't make it any more socially acceptable that you want to have sex with your son.
Pretty
They're
much.
like, Leighton Murray.
Yeah.
She's like, that's disgusting, and she's like, he could do so much better than me. And the dad was actually being like, yeah. Like he started to agree. Come on.
Oh, man.
I guess it's really kind of gross.
Oh,
all right.
Really gross.
Okay. So then Whitney's outside of the restaurant with her mother, and her mother's like, you're wearing that? And which is not nice. Mm-hmm. I didn't actually like Whitney's dress, I'll be honest, but not into it. It was just had this pattern on it.
It wasn't my favorite, but
no, but she looks, and her mother's like, well, with your, figure, you can wear anything.
Yeah.
Dad's not here yet. Your dad's not here yet. And she's like, well, you can wait. And I think the mom goes in. Okay. So Kimberly and her mom. Okay.
This was the best, but
Kimberly's
I really
mom.
like Kimberly's outfit. But once again, it's like, where did you pull this out?
Yeah, where'd you pull that from? I don't know. That's what I was thinking.
So
Kimberly's mom was wearing Mother of the Bride dress.
Yes,
full on Mother of the Bride. It was like that champagne color.
And it had the shoulder pads and the sequins.
Yeah, it had like the overlay thing. I don't know, but it was Mother of the Bride. And then
she had a French twist, I think, going on. Walking in like with her little clutch in the wedding reception.
Yes.
Oh, I felt so
Kimberly,
awkward.
I know. I love them. And Kimberly has this green, emerald green sequin dress on.
I was feeling it.
Yeah. I thought at Christmas time, which it is Christmas time.
A
now,
lot of her fashion her casual fashion is not great.
It's terrible.
It's
the SIPS uniform.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Yeah. The whole uniform, that's what we see her in or whatever. But when she gets dressed up, she's so adorable, glammed, and she's got this cute little body, and the way she rocks it, and it almost brings out a different side of her that I love. This confidence. I don't know.
Yeah.
She's just adorable.
She feels good in it. Yeah. No, it was cute. It was great. It was fantastic. So, and she's like, oh man, I was worried about being underdressed. Now we're overdressed. I guess they didn't get ready together.
You have a motorcycle, and I'm pretty sure my son is doing gymnastics upstairs. So if
wonderful.
you hear a crash,
I didn't hear it.
If somebody just plummets into my downstairs, he's just practicing, because that's what every 9-year-old does right before bed is flips on a bed.
Do some flips. Yeah.
Anyway,
totally.
I digress. Go ahead.
What was I going to say?
We were talking about overdressed. Sorry.
She overdresses, but I guess they didn't get ready together. Clearly, maybe they met up at the hotels because they would have seen the outfits. Yeah. Okay. So, Leighton's mom asks, they walk in a little late. So they're like, sorry, we're late. And Leighton's like, oh, do you have another event after this? She's like, no, just this one. And the senator's like, oh, well, you look great. You're excited. They're excited. I don't know. It was very cute. I don't know why I'm losing my voice.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not sick. I don't know what's going on. I'm excited.
Yeah, drink some more wine. Won't have this problem. You need to stay hydrated.
I do. I have some. Okay. And then, Senator says that this is important, I guess, event. And she said, I told, I don't know who, her, whatever, it said, unless the president's dead, do not interrupt me. And they're like, they all really laughed super hard on her joke. And it clearly was just because she's the senator. Kimberly's mom brought gifts for all the girls. She brought them purse hangers / holders. The elderly woman across the street from her makes them to keep her dementia at bay.
Yeah.
And they're in little sacks, in little pouches,
Yeah. She got them at a little cute craft fair.
Yeah.
It was so incredibly
Or she got them
thoughtful.
from her neighbor. I know, it was awesome.
Yes, she did get from her neighbor.
I think, And then Bella's mom says to Bella, you should invent something, mentions the tummy tucking, Spanx, basically. She's like, that woman who invented the, tummy tucking undies is making a fortune or something like that. And you know, Kimberly's mom's like, oh, I've invested.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her mother of the bride dress. Leighton's dad says it's an honor to meet the senator, and he says, did you fly private or first class to this event? Corny. And she's like, I have to fly private because of the death threats. And she's like, you should know this.
Right.
That you know about death threats. Haha. He's like, oh, you're funny and beautiful. And she's like, he's like, I don't know, something like if women can take compliments or something about taking compliments. And she's like, well, I didn't hear one. Obviously, there's tension between these two.
Oh, indeed.
Whitney changes the subject. She's like, oh, how it's so cold out. And Kimberly's like, yeah, Mom, you want to guess how cold it is? And Mom's like, yeah, okay. Like, totally into, like, guessing the cold, the degrees. So, you know, we have apps we can check, but whatever, it was cute. So then they, like, they're still at the restaurant, but they switch, like, you could tell it's like kind of like switching a scene, and we see menu prices like $45. I mean, it is ridiculous. It was ridiculous. $45. So Kimberly and her mom are looking at the prices, and Kimberly says price upon request, and she's like, that's, you know, not good, basically never good. And then Leighton asks, oh, is the place okay? And Kimberly meets mom's like, it's lovely, it's fine. They want to flag down the waiter, but Whitney says they're still waiting for her dad, and they ask if there's an ETA.
She's really holding out, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the whole time, like watching it, like he's not showing up, but like you don't know what the deal is, but
No. I know, I was dying for him to show up, but he wasn't. So then Bella's dad is speaking in Hindu, and he's like, how white is this restaurant? And like there's nothing on the menu, I guess. It's all very white. And then Kimberly and her mom are doing a selfie with the bread. I don't know, because it's beautiful.
That's what they would do, right?
Yeah. It's also probably very white to do. I don't know.
It's very
Leighton's dad.
Yeah. It just yeah.
It was whatever.
They're just so darn cute and exciting.
I know, they're cute. They're cute. So then Leighton's dad says he would like to treat everybody, and he wants to pay. And Kimberly's like, that's so nice. Like, thank God. Totally relieved. Yes. And Bella's dad's like, can't allow that. And Kimberly's like, just let him pay. Like, she gets mad. She's like, just let him pay. Whitney's mom insists they split it because anything over $50 is a bribe. And then Kimberly's mom says, just so you know, the purse hooks were under $50. Yeah. I don't know why that was a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. So then Leighton asks, clearly Kimberly's upset, and Leighton asks Kimberly if she's okay. She's scratching her neck a lot. She goes into the bathroom. Oh, they're in the bathroom. Yeah. And she could see she has like hives and everything. Yeah. And I was itchy for her because I could feel, I also have psoriasis, so I get like the itchy stuff in the red, and then the sequins don't make it
that doesn't
any
help
better. At all. So I was very uncomfortable. So then Leighton offers her credit card, and she apologizes. She feels terrible. And then Kimberly's like, well, why did you pick it? She's like, the things on the menu are more expensive than my mom's plane ticket. I mean, they're in Vermont, aren't they? I don't know. So clearly Leighton chose it.
What they were flying.
Also, what is this restaurant?
Get like a retail me not coupon code for your flight from Arizona.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Spirit Airlines. Spirit. Does that exist anymore? Leighton obviously picked it because her mother puts a lot of pressure on her.
Really,
obviously,
she's like the Real Housewives of wherever they are.
I don't know. They're from New York,
right?
So then Kimberly does take the card, and she thanks her. So they're back at the table. Leighton's dad is like, I need to order, and
yeah, why haven't they ordered? Oh, that's right,
because they're waiting for.
But there's a lot of booze on the table, right? Or did they not have wine and stuff? I thought I saw
there's bread.
I mean, I'm not making it through this meal without.
Oh my God,
booze.
but the I was gonna say the girls aren't of age, so they can't really order. Really?
Oh, that's right.
Depends on the restaurant, I guess.
Okay. Well, as the parents, I'd still need some wine to get through this dinner.
Oh my gosh, me too. So I guess, Leighton's mom complains about she needs to eat something. And he's like, my wife. Okay, I have to point this out. I know this is so like minuscule or whatever. He goes, my wife's blood sugar is spiking. Spiking means going up.
Correct.
So you need to eat when your blood sugar is going down. My husband is a diabetic. Okay?
Correct.
And I mean, so I was like, that's
fact check.
That's the wrong term.
No.
Not saying she's a diabetic. I'm just saying like he used the
No,
wrong
it doesn't
term.
make
Your
sense.
blood sugar is dropping. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like I'm feeling like dizzy. My blood sugar's low. It's dipping or whatever.
Low,
like,
yeah.
Not spiking. What the heck is it?
I don't know what happened there. I mean, maybe they need someone to fact check.
Yeah, but listen, they need us to fact check. Listen, we're available.
Yeah, totally available. I mean, if you pay us as much as we make at our full-time jobs, we are available.
We're down for another application.
Yes. So then Leighton's mom says, yes, it's true, I could faint. What is her mom's name?
Did they even say it?
I don't know. Anyway, I guess I'm sure
you know what?
Maybe it's
I
don't think they did.
You not impressionable in my opinion. So.
No, sorry. I don't think they say the name, but I'm sure there's a name. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then she goes, oh, it's true I could faint. Maybe Nico could catch me with those strong arms. Oh, by the way, Nico's name is actually Nicholas. So I find it interesting that they call him Nico. Yeah. Unless it's like a Greek thing, because Nicholas can be Greek. Again, I'm going into this too far, but thought of that. Okay. Then Bella texts, after she says Nico could catch me with those strong arms, Bella texts the group chat and it says, is it just me or does Leighton's mom want to F her son? And everybody says, it's not just you. Even like Leighton agrees, right? I think because Leighton's on there. Meanwhile, whatever. So then you hear the parents arguing in the background, actually, which I didn't write what they said, but I believe it's Leighton's parents because, of course, Leighton's mom said the gross thing about Nico. And then Bella writes back, don't blame her, though. Yeah. That she wants
the group text was great.
Sleep with her son. Yeah. So then great. Leighton's mom.
That's the way they're getting through this dinner. I would need booze and they need a group chat. So
yeah. Yep. Yes. So then Leighton's mom asks who has a boyfriend, and she asks, and Whitney says she's too busy with soccer to have a boyfriend. And then all of a sudden her dad calls. She steps out. Then Bella's parents says Bella's never been too distracted by boys, thankfully. And then Kimberly and Leighton just start laughing, like hysterically. And Leighton says, Bella's the biggest. And then Bella says, bookworm. I'm always studying. She gives him like a dirty look. And then Leighton's mom goes, ooh, the Asian way. Like,
yeah, here we go.
I know. So then she asks Kimberly, and Kimberly's like, definitely not dating, boyfriend dating. I don't know. Gets all, jumbled up.
It's all like
looking at Nico.
Tense with Nico. Yeah.
So she's all nervous. And then she's like, oh, your nerves say otherwise. And then Nico says, stop badgering them. And then Leighton's dad's like, I'm ordering. And then they show Whitney outside the restaurant on the phone. She says, are you at the train station? I could take mom's car and pick you up. And he says, no, I'm in San Jose, which is not Vermont. They needed a bassist to fill in tonight. Now, meanwhile, I'm trying to listen to his voice. Oh, I should have written it down. I think I figured out. Oh, man, of course, did I not write his name down? I hadn't heard of him, but I did. I think I figured out
who it was.
Who the guy was who did the voice, because I tried to look. I was looking at the credits and then I looked up the names that I saw, and I don't remember his name, so that's really helpful. And I
wonder if we'll meet him at all if that will just not be like a relevant piece.
They had this guy who's clearly an actor do his voice. Maybe he will show up at some point, because they could have just had. Anything. Sometimes they'll have someone on the crew, someone in like production do a voice. But so I think that makes someday we will see him. That's my theory. I'm sorry I don't remember his name. I didn't write it
because
down.
I'd love to see the interaction with her mom and the ex-husband. Like what?
Yeah.
Maybe at graduation or something.
Yeah. So at graduation, that's a long time.
I know. I know they're freshmen. Whatever.
Come on.
Fast forward
so he's like,
they
needed a bassist to fill in tonight. It was like the chance of a lifetime or something like that. And he's like, I wish I could be there, honey. I just want to make something of myself, which I was like, Would you really have that much of a profound conversation with your daughter, like parents' weekend, and he just throws
Who's
that
the
out there?
parent
Like
here?
it sounded like exactly. I was just going to say that he sounds like the kid.
Like, believe in me and don't you support me? Like, hello, you have a kid who's in college who's
a soccer star, and he's like, I love you. She's like, I love you. You know,
he sounds like a kid himself.
Yes. So then Leighton and her mom are in the bathroom, and her mom says, Kimberly and her mother are so sweet. Bless their hearts. Now, when you say bless their hearts, we know that means like,
I throw it out there every once in a while, but it really
but
means
it's
like,
also it's not
really a nice thing. It's in the South.
No, it's not a nice thing.
Yes.
But also, people who live in Manhattan don't say that. That's all I have to say.
No,
Sorry.
it really is.
That's a Southern thing. And anyway, she throws away the purse hook.
Again,
which was really rude.
Slap her.
Yes. And Leighton says, that was a gift. You could have at least wrapped it in a paper towel before you threw it in the trash. And then her mother says, isn't it funny how the ones with the cheapest purses are always the most concerned about getting them dirty? She's like, I get it. You hate my roommates. She's like, oh, I don't hate them. They're just not as sophisticated as your friends back home. You have to admit these girls are quirky, you know.
Yeah,
she's
obviously Leighton is kind of perhaps evolving a bit. And her mother is just like another reminder of like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like she's just like not that person. She's not becoming her mother, that's for sure.
But she was almost like her mother when she first came. Correct. She came across that way. Like, living here with you guys, you know, she's like, well, she still doesn't follow them on social media. Yeah. It's funny. So then Leighton says, as quirky as you, an anorexic housewife who shoplifts. Oh, yeah. I put burn. Such a dork. But I wrote burn. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean, you know, that you can tell she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I said that.
Mm-hmm. It is her mother, right? But at the same time, like I'm sorry, she deserved that comment.
She did. She's like, you think you're so much better than me, but sweetheart, you're exactly the same. Oh. And guess what, honey? No, they're not.
So guess what?
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. All right. So back at the table, there's they walk in and Leighton looks really, she's like giving her a dirty look. They're giving each other dirty looks. And Leighton takes the table. I'm glad I wrote that. Yeah. Takes the purse hook.
The purse hook.
Puts it on the table. Yes. Hangs her purse on it. And she's like, wow, Carol, this is so convenient. Thank you so much.
Of course, her mom's name would be Carol, by the way.
Carol. Yeah.
I mean, is there anything more?
Carol Finkel. Carol Finkel. Carol Finkel.
Carol Finkel.
Kimberly Finkel. She's like, SHIT, this actually works. Mm-hmm. And then the mom's like, Carol says, yeah, she made it so you can carry up to 45.
I can't.
I don't know if that's true.
I don't know.
Even possible.
It's so sweet, though.
Winnie's mom.
You know, my aunt actually gifted me a purse hook a few years ago, now that I think of it. It had like a martini glass on it.
Oh. I've never been.
I don't know what I did with it. If you go to bars and stuff now.
No, I know.
I actually went with my sister over the weekend, and they had like little knobs that you could use.
There are some places that have them. There are some that don't.
But I am
never
totally
thought
down
of bringing my own.
When they are not. I'm down with having a hook.
Have you brought it with you? Did you bring it with you anywhere?
No, I don't know where it is, but I distinctly remember this.
You're going to have to pull it out.
I need to find this purse hook.
We're going to start. Because I'm going to go out so much soon, by the way.
We're going to start hanging
our purse. We're going to be going out
just
so much.
Just to go out and try out the purse hooks. We're going to make it a thing. Yeah.
To outdoor bars in the middle of winter.
Mm-hmm. No problem with that.
Yeah, no, we're going to bring that. We're going to bring that. I don't know if it ever was in style, but we're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
If it was. We're going to trend it.
Totally.
Hashtag purse hooks.
Purse hooks, man. It's where it's at. Listen, I mean, do you want your bag on the floor?
No. It's disgusting.
Because usually leave it on top of the bar or the table. It's weird. It's a whole thing.
Or you can't. You leave it by your feet, or I have it hanging. I hang it over my knee sometimes.
Like I don't want to hang it on the back of the chair. What if somebody walks by and they just? I have all these thoughts about them scooping out my purse. It's a whole thing. I got my jacket. Where's my jacket go now? I got to slope it over the.
I don't want to hang. I don't want it on my lap like I'm.
No, you want to see my outfit. You don't want to see my bag and my.
Oh my God, the oldest lady from Golden Girls, who's not the oldest lady.
Sophia.
I'm sorry. Sophia, like carrying her purse. Anyway. Okay.
Okay. Purse hooks. Moving on.
Where are we here? Oh, so then the senator, Yvette, says, what is everyone majoring in? And she's like, I majored in African-American studies and women's studies. And Leighton's dad giggles about these majors with studies after them and uses air quotes.
Yeah.
Bella says she's majoring in neuroscience. It's her passion. Then her dad sees the professor from her class earlier.
This is great.
From biochemistry.
Yeah.
He's like, go to his table, greet him, shows respect. She's like, I don't want to bother him. He's with his wife. But if she tells him she's leaving him or she's gay, it could be hell awkward. It's like, just blurts out random, things. Her mom says, go say hi right now. So Bella walks up to him. She's acting like she's in his class. And then her dad also walks up with her, which first he wasn't. And he's like, I present you with this Subway coupon. If you bring this to a Subway, you will it's the golden ticket of Subway.
Like you get a free.
Do they own a Subway or something? I don't.
He must have like a Subway franchise thing.
That's what I was thinking.
On.
Yeah,
you get a free foot long
forever.
I mean, it's
like a life.
Yeah, it's like an elite status
for life. Yeah.
I can't
remember
the last time I went to a Subway, actually.
No.
I did love a good veggie delight from the Subway back in the day.
The veggie was what we always got. Yes.
Yeah.
That was
I would
best
not
one.
eat the meat.
There was something weird with the meat. Yeah,
there was a weird thing. But they had like the bread coming out of the oven. It made you feel like they had like this Asiago oat nut something. I don't know. The veggies.
Yeah. And I remember I would put some hot peppers on it. And I'm not a hot pepper person, but
you had to have it on there.
Yeah.
We should really give it a try again.
Is there a Subway? Is there a Subway?
Subway somewhere?
There used to be one in Saugerties.
We had one.
Saugerties, New York.
We had one in college, I remember.
We had it right next to the Blockbuster. You'd walk into the Blockbuster and you could smell the bread.
Yes.
Like
there's
that
a distinct
bread.
smell.
Yeah. And you could smell it in the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. I have stories about Blockbuster, but I will not get into those now because my mom was a huge Blockbuster patron.
Listen, we were there every Friday night.
They knew who she was, and she could hand in a movie 3 weeks late, and they're like, "Nope, it's Gloria Felchuk." Like it didn't matter.
Did she not rewind her tapes either? Is that what you're going to tell me? Because there was a charge if you didn't rewind your tape.
I think. Well, now I'm thinking DVDs at that point, but I'm sure she rewound them.
There was a charge.
My dad's a retired pharmacist. He's going to make her rewind them. Okay, so let's go back to the restaurant. Now I don't know where I am. Oh gosh, so they walk up to the professor. Professor clearly does not know who she is, and he's like, I pride myself, on knowing my students, and you are not one of them. Yeah. So then we go back to the table, but they're not there. They're still over there chatting. And Mom asks Nico how French is going. And then he and Kimberly start to speak in French. And Kimberly says it's been a difficult dinner. She'd like to kill herself or hook herself with the purse hook.
Yeah.
And he's like, don't do that or I'll be left to talk to my mother. Cute, patoot. And then Carol,
cute
Kimberly's mom goes,
Carol.
Oh, I wish I knew what they were saying.
Yeah. Carol. Come on, Carol.
Carol. It was funny.
Loving Carol.
So then...
But you couldn't pick a better actress to play Carol. Sorry.
The letter A from the Sesame Street All-Stars. I mean...
And from King of Queens.
And from King of Queens, right. So then the rack of lamb shows up because I forgot. Whitney did order a rack of lamb for her
because
father.
That's what you order on Parents' Weekend.
Yeah. And then Whitney says that her dad will not be joining them. There's a work emergency. Yeah. So then you hear Leighton's dad whisper to his wife, Leighton's mom, that he thought he was a musician. So what kind of emergency is that? So Whitney's mom speaks up and says, I do not like my ex-husband. He's a flake. He doesn't own one button down. But you do not make fun of, you do not make my daughter feel bad about it.
Yeah, of course.
And he's like, Yvette, I did not. She's like, it's Senator Chase.
That's right.
His name's Henry. Henry, I saw the little eye roll you gave your wife. You do not do that in front of my kid. You could wait for the hotel for that SHIT. Come on. She goes, come on. So he apologizes to Whitney. Then Leighton and Nico, Leighton, I think, texts Nico and she says, Holy, you know what? Did Dad just apologize? Oh, no, I think Nico said that to her. And then she wrote back, oh, my God, yes, he did. So some strides are being made here, some big steps here. You apologize.
We're building some bridges, if you will.
Yes. Yeah. So then Bella's dad and Bella come back to the table.
Yeah.
Bella's dad pulls the mom out back. They have to go back behind the restaurant for a family conversation.
Yeah.
And so tells the mom, that she's been lying apparently. And the mom's like, how could you lie to us? And the dad says, I almost gave him the golden card of unlimited subs. So yeah, he almost gave him that. And she tells them she wants to be a comedy writer and she's making progress and she's pledging this promising comedy group. And she said, come on, you like funny stuff. And dad says, I like young Sheldon, and that is it. I don't know.
Yeah, she's going out of the mold, right? I mean,
yeah,
so to speak, of her family. So,
yeah, and he's like...
They just assume, and, she's a modern woman, if you will.
Yes. So, I don't know who says maybe she says I love the school or whatever, but he says it's very expensive. They're paying for her to study and to learn, not to play around. He walks away. He's obviously very angry. Then we're back in the restaurant. They have to pay the bill.
Oh, man.
So they're passing around the bill. Kimberly, Carol puts in her credit card, and then Kimberly exchanges it for Leighton's credit card. I knew. I was like, no.
Yeah, somebody's going to know.
Credit cards come back. Leighton's dad takes charge.
Of course.
Of
course he would.
And starts to take the credit cards out and asks why Leighton's credit card is in there. And Kimberly ends up saying she asked her to pay. Poor Kimberly's mom, you could tell, is like, we didn't pay. And
so
embarrassed. So she takes out cash to pay. So then Whitney and her mom are outside, and Whitney thanks her mom. She's like, thank you so much for defending Dad. Oh, did you see her? Did you see his face? And she like cuts her off basically. And she's like, what he said was right about your dad. I'm so sick of making excuses for him. I did this part. I was like, oh, she's like, I show up, you hate me. He doesn't show up, you love him.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. And she's like, one day you're going to realize he doesn't deserve the pedestal you put him on. Very emotional.
Yeah.
Then Bella and her mom, and what does she say? Do you know how much this dream means to me? I'm like, what did I say here? You have to protect your future. I guess that's what her mom said. You have to protect your future. And she says, you cut me, I'll cut you a deal. You promise that you'll take that biochemistry class next semester and I'll work on your father. She's like, oh, thank you. She's like, I need money to buy books and underwear. Maybe that's why she wanted to borrow their underwear at the beginning of I don't know what's going on with the underwear situation.
She's not washing sheets and she needs to borrow underwear.
She needs underwear. Maybe she's not washing her underwear.
Some concerns.
I don't know. Something going on. So then she's like, I already put the money on your dresser. And I was like, I don't know. It was cute. So then Kimberly and her mom are outside, and she apologizes to her mother for embarrassing her. By the way, she's wearing this red, I thought it was a blazer, but I guess some kind of coat, and the green dress. And I'm like, it's Christmas. Like, she's totally dressed like Christmas.
Yeah.
And her mom says, I knew that, she knew the dinner was going to be expensive. She had saved for it. Which, again, I was also like, aw, she saved for the dinner. And then Kimberly says that she freaked out about it. And she said it's been harder than she expected, like fitting in. And then her mother's like, what is that coat? And she's like, it's Leighton's. And she's like, oh, you didn't wear the coat I sent you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the mom's like, oh boy. And she says, I'm so proud of you for being here, and I want you to have every amazing experience this place has to offer. I just don't want you to pretend to be somebody you're not. Kimberly says, I'm not. And her mom's like, I think you've changed since moving day. Yeah.
I would agree.
She's like, I'm noticing. She said, I don't think, not necessarily it's a bad thing, but I've noticed it. So then we see Leighton and Alicia, they're snuggling. And Leighton says, I think I like you better than anyone I know. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And Alicia says, oh no, that's so sad. We've known each other for 4 weeks. There's something with 4 weeks, because Willow said that too to Whitney when Whitney's like my best friend. She's like, you've known me for 4 weeks, so I don't know what the 4 weeks thing is. She says, okay, well, I don't really like a lot of people. And she's like, no, don't compliment me, then water it down. And then they like start joking around or whatever. And it was cute.
It's cute. It's good to see them happy.
Cute. Yes.
Totally called that. But just saying.
I know. I did too.
Yeah.
So then Kimberly is Kimberly's walking back by herself.
Yeah.
And she comes to the Theta house and she just goes there.
Yeah.
And then she's at the bar in the basement, that awesome bar in that party room. And she's like, that dinner effing sucked. And Nico's like, for what it's worth, I don't think of you as poor. And she's like, I am, though. You know, I am poor.
Yeah.
And
she's letting her guard down. Poor. She's vulnerable.
Yeah. And then she said, that's okay. I just wish I could feel like I belong here.
Yeah.
And he goes, if it's anything, if it's worth anything, I think you do, or you already do. And she's like, thank you. And then he leans in and kisses her.
Of course. Finally.
I know. And then
it's so great to like.
First of all, the music was perfect. Again, I don't know what the song was, but it was like,
But here you have, right? You've got this like privileged quote unquote guy, right? Coming to we still don't know what grade. I just said grade. What year in college he is. He's obviously older.
That we'll figure it out later.
Okay, because I haven't watched
We figure out his age later, by the way.
But like, he's obviously an upperclassman, so to speak, and here he is falling, may I say lightly, for this freshman, but also somebody that's not what he would typically go for, right? And here she is trying to like become this person or evolve like in her own way, and she's not doing it in a
fake.
She's not fake. She's a very real.
Yes.
Her vibe is very real. She's staying true to herself, but she's also learning who she wants to become in the sense of just, right? Like,
yeah.
Like she's not that, like who she came into college in, like that. Oh my gosh, that terrible boyfriend she had.
Oh my God. She's not as naive. She's
a true, just like a genuine.
Yeah. And she's
quirky, fun, loving, and he's attracted to that, I think.
I know.
It's great to see. I can't, I didn't watch ahead.
He likes to see her, how real she is, really.
Yeah.
And innocence.
She's the most down-to-earth person you're probably ever going to.
She's not putting on airs at all.
No.
Even wearing a sequin green dress. She's not.
Yes. But she's darn cute, doing her little thing.
Yeah.
And I just love her realism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love her.
I know we have like favorites, but
yeah.
Or I do. To have favorites.
I really do love all four.
They all are cool in their own way.
Yeah.
I'm just really vibing with Kimberly.
I don't know. I'm totally into Kimberly.
Totally into her.
I want to hang out with her.
I know. Okay. Come on, Kimberly.
So then they kiss again, and she says, she actually brings it up. Should we go to your room? And he's like, actually, I need to get to bed. I need to get a flight hours in. And she's like, oh. And he's like, I'm kidding. And he grabs her hand and he says in French, allons-y, let's go. He's
smitten.
Yeah. Oh my God. And then the French. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Hello.
All right.
Can't wait to see what happens from that.
I'm old enough to be his mom in real life. In real life. I mean, on the show, okay, but a young mom.
Yeah, we could.
He's 27.
Isn't he in real life?
I would be 19. You told me that. I thought he was 27. And
Is he 27?
I would have been 19.
I started following him on Instagram to kind of get us.
I think I did too, but I don't know if I've seen it.
Gavin something.
Leatherwood.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I just clicked on his story. It's a picture of him like in a corduroy coat and some great Converse sneakers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just got a fresh pair of Converse sneakers.
I thought I followed. Maybe I don't follow him.
You should follow him.
I thought I did on the HomeBodies podcast.
I like his character though. I really do.
No, I do too.
I do like it.
I do too. But you just wait, girl. Just wait till episode 7.
Am I going to like it more? Or am I going to like his character?
I'm not saying anything. Okay. Because I went ahead and I've watched 7 and 8.
Yeah, I got to catch up.
Has not. Okay. All right. I guess
that's it.
We're at the end. We are going to hopefully do And Just Like That, episode 1, this week as well.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
little I don't know. We can't not do it. It's so hard because I don't know why they're airing these series at the same exact time.
It's very overwhelming.
I don't know why HBO did not. Yeah, it's very overwhelming.
Can we just slow down a bit here to keep up?
And it's Christmas. Like, what are you doing?
We got a lot going on.
Okay.
But yeah, we will. I'm excited to, I haven't watched it yet, but I'm trying not to read because it's...
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be doing that. I'm excited to review that and move on with the next episode of This by the Weekend.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Yes. Finish it up. And we'll say it again, even though no one has taken the bait, whatever.
No one emailed us?
You can email.
Come on. Follow us on Instagram.
I'm telling you.
Us for crying out loud.
I'd love to hear from you because I don't know how you even hear about this podcast in these other countries.
We know you're
just
listening.
So curious. I can see it. Guys, I can see it. I see it on my stats. So,
give us a shout.
Yeah, tell us what you think. Like, you can talk about the show. We'll mention your name if you want.
Were you a kickboxing instructor like I was? Did you have a purse hook? Like, these are things I want to know about.
Did you ever use a purse hook? Do you want one? Maybe we will have a merch store.
A Homebodies Only purse hook?
Homebodies Only will have purse hooks. Oh, duh.
The collaborations are endless. Yeah.
Yes.
Watch out. We'll be on Shark Tank.
Okay,
that's enough of that.
Yeah. All right. So it's homebodiesonly@gmail.com and also Homebodies Only podcast on Instagram. So.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Till next time.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.